one of the most special places in Barcelona. It is located in the center of the city and has a very interesting history. It was created in 1872 by the architect Josep Fonsaré on the grounds of an old fortress built by King Philip V after the War of Spanish Succession. Over time, the fortress disappeared, and the park became one of Barcelona's most important green spaces. In this video, we will explore beautiful spots like the monumental waterfall designed with the help of Antoni Gaudí, and the lake, where you can rent boats. It is also a perfect place to walk, exercise, or simply relax surrounded by nature. We will also have the opportunity to take a guided tour of the Parliament of Catalonia, which is located within the park and is where important political decisions are made.
The Font de la Cascada, in the Parc de la Ciutadella, was built between 1875 and 1888 for the 1888 Universal Exposition. Designed by Josep Fonsaré, it featured the collaboration of a young Antoni Gaudí on the hydraulic system and decorative elements. Inspired by Rome's Troy fountain, it initially sparked controversy for its exuberance, but today it's an iconic symbol of Barcelona.
Glorieta Musical, the bandstand in Parc de la Ciutadella, was built in 1884, designed by Joan Amargós, to host open-air concerts and bring music closer to the citizens. It was a part of the park renovation after the 1888 Universal Exhibition, becoming a space for cultural and leisure.
The mammoth in Parc de la Ciutadella, created in 1907 by Miquel Dalmau, is one of the first life-size replicas of a prehistoric animal in Catalonia. It was part of a project led by naturalist Norbert von Isager to create a prehistoric animal garden, but only the mammoth was complete. Made of artificial stone, it is a now popular attraction and a symbol of the park. The artificial lake in Parc de la Ciutadella, built in the late 19th century, was created as a space for nature and tranquility. With islands and picturesque corners, it has become an iconic spot for strolling.
The monuments to the Catalan volunteers in Parc de la Ciutadella honors the Catalan soldiers who fought in the First World War. Inaugurated on July 14, 1936, the sculpture by Josep Carlà depicts a nude young man, a symbol of heroism and sacrifice. Today, it stands as tribute to the Catalan volunteers who defended freedom and international solidarity.
The Parliament of Catalonia, located in Parc de la Ciutadella, is in the old military arsenal of the fortress built by Philip V after the War of Succession. The building was renovated in 1932 to host the Parliament during the Second Republic, and became the parliamentary seat again in 1980, when democracy was restored. During Franco's regime, it was an art museum.
This stress is a sculpture by Josep Llimona, created in 1907, considered one of the most iconic works of Catalan modernism. This sculpture symbolizes pain and melancholy, with great delicacy and expressiveness, characteristic of Catalan modernism. The original work is housed in the National Art Museum of Catalonia, while the replica in Parc de la Ciutadella is one of the park's most recognized elements.
The Church of the Ciutadella is the only religious building that remains from the former fortress built by order of Philip V in the 18th century. In Baroque style, it served as a temple for the soldiers stationed in the citadel. After much of the fortification was demolished to transform the area into a park, the church remained as a historical testimony of that era. Today, it is one of the facilities of secondary school Verdaguer.
The equestrian statue of General Prim in Parc de la Ciutadella honors Joan Prim and Prats from 1814 to 1870, a Catalan military leader and politician, created by José Viladomat. It was inaugurated in 1948 and depicts the general on horseback in a majestic pose.
The zoo was inaugurated in 1892 in Parc de la Ciutadella, using facilities from the 1888 Universal Exposition. During the 20th century, it became famous for Snowflake, the only known albino gorilla, who died in 2003. Today, it's a conservation and environmental education center with programs to protect endangered species.
La Dona del Paraigües is an iconic sculpture in Parc de la Ciutadella, created in 1884 by Joan Roig i Soler. It depicts a woman in a long dress holding an umbrella, under which she appears to seek shelter from the rain. Today, it remains a landmark and one of the most recognized sculptures in Barcelona.
Martorell Museum is the first public museum in Barcelona, opened in 1882 thanks to the legacy of Franz Martorell. Originally dedicated to natural history, it was the center of the city's scientific collection until they were moved to other institutions. The greenhouse is an iron and glass structure built in 1884 by Josep Amargós, designed to house exotic plants in a protected environment. It was part of the group of buildings intended in the 1888 Universal Exhibition and became a space for working and social gathering.
The Castell dels Tres Dragons is a modernist building designed by Lluís Domènech i Muntaner as a restaurant for the 1888 Universal Exposition, although it was not completed in time. Built with exposed brick and influenced by Gothic and Modernist styles, it served as the Museum of Zoology from 1920 to 2010. Today, it is part of the National Science Museum of Barcelona and is a symbol of the city's modernism.